Today I'm exploring this former care home in central Bedfordshire, which was constructed in the early 1970s. In 2019, the council deemed it as unfit and outdated for modern use. So a new care home was constructed within the town and all the residents are now settled there. Come and join me on this tour. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. As promised, I'm back at the care home in central Bedfordshire. Apologies about that, I was being a bit of a donut by deleting it by mistake. I suppose that's the joys of having two channels, but let's go and have an explore anyway. So this would have been the access to the day centre. It looks as if CVC is actually clearing the site. I don't think this site's going to be here much longer. Let's give you guys a bit of a view over the fence there. Alright, we'll carry on walking around here. So this building has been here for a number of years, and I'm also led to believe that it's been in quite a sense of disrepair for a number of years before finally closing during COVID. Obviously COVID was a very tragic event, but they have actually built a new care home now which is led by CVC. So as I say, if you guys can see down there, this, I don't think we're going to be able to get into this one unless I very kindly ask the council, but I don't think they will allow that, to be fair, primarily just because of safety concerns, etc. So we'll run back up the ramp, go around the other side. Now this is quite a large square footing, this site, so there'll be plenty of ways around that we can film. Just as I say, with the workmen here, I don't think there's any chance of getting into this site. So just lift that camera a bit more for you so you can see that. Now that would have been the old day centre many years ago. There we go. Hello mate, you alright? Just doing a YouTube. Are you clearing the site out?
No, we're actually putting some fences up.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. It's gonna be demolished.
So yeah, this place is going to be demolished very soon, guys. It's quite a big footprint, really. Try and extend this for you guys to be able to see. Just bear with me. There we go. It's quite a old site. I don't think there's any way of getting in here today, so we have got some workmen here who have very kindly allowed me to go around the perimeter of the building just to film for you guys before this is eventually demolished. But the amount of money they must spend on securing a building, and you know, the cost of demolition as well. I suppose, I don't know, with all that said, I suppose it's cheaper to demolish than it is to renovate an old building. But it looks like we've come the right day today, because they are putting up big wooden fences, which is going to take them probably a week, but we wouldn't have any view whatsoever otherwise, so this isn't too bad. But see the there we go. Let's pan out. I didn't realise how much I was panned in, but there we go. It gives you guys a better view now. All these years of people having their final days before going on to a new life. I don't know what it is. I'm always fascinated by old buildings and just completely abandoned. They all tell a very different story. Now, apologies about the shake on this. There we go. Yeah, there's no way of getting in there. Definitely no way at all. Now, behind me there is some houses. Now, I was sort of led to believe that these could have been shelter houses, so like independent living houses. I do believe these are actually staying, so God knows what's going to be put in place of this, really. But now, they didn't secure the building when it first closed, and I sort of missed the opportunity really to come in and explore this. So I was a bit late to the party, but unfortunately the local vandals were smashing the place up inside and the windows. So, you know, if you do come to these sites, guys, please respect them, and you know, you spoil it for everyone else otherwise. I'll say this building is very, very old. Right, we'll go around the other side and see what we can see. So while we walk around the other side, I say apologies, I haven't really been doing a lot of Urbex, and it's not through not wanting to. It's been a case of not being able to, and that's purely because I lost my job, which I have done a YouTube video on. I think it's called the Job Centre, and the same week my car broke down, so it's been a real challenging time. So yeah, I moved in with my new partner, and then 2 weeks later, or 3 weeks later, I lost my job. So it's the timing was not great at all. But the car's going to take about £1,000 to fix, and I currently don't have that sort of money at the time, and it makes it difficult. It really is prohibiting me from really looking at jobs further afield, because it's a transport issue. And that's why with some of the videos for Urbex, and I've sort of had to do other ones just to keep the channel surviving. So doing my life story, so my purpose in 10 parts, And I know that's not Urbexing, but it's an Urbex of my life, if you like. So I've been doing different things, just to keep the channel going, and I'm really grateful to all you subscribers sticking with it. So thank you for that. As I say, I don't get paid for this. I'm not monetized. I just do it because I enjoy doing it, and I like to give you guys some fairly decent content, I think. As I say, I do all this on my phone. I don't have any posh cameras or anything like that. This is all done on the phone and a selfie stick, so you know, and I just try and edit it as best as I can. But anyway, let's get back to the tour. Okay, so we're on the apex of the building now. So as I say, you can see that unfortunately windows have been smashed up there by the local youths, but yeah, there's no chance of getting in this, no way. It's very secure, and we do, as I said, we do have the workmen here as well. But this would have been quite a nice care home when it was first built, possibly, but yeah, while I've got you guys on, I just want to also do a big shout out to the Bearded Explorer. He's the one really inspired me to start my own YouTube, because I was just fascinated at the sites where he manages to get into, and I just love the story that he tells. So if you are watching this, Colin, I really love your videos, and thank you for bringing us great content. And if you want, I'd love to buddy up with you for one tour sometime. That would be fantastic. But yeah, anyway, right, let's get over this wall, because as long as we stay in the perimeter of the metal fence, we're not going to get into any trouble. And as I always say, we always treat these sites with great respect. We don't, you know, I never break into a site just to get good views on YouTube, because that really is not the right thing to do. But look at that, very old, very, I want to say 60s, maybe 70s, I'm not sure. If anyone knows, just pop us a comment in the description below. Be really grateful. Well, as I say, it's very overgrown now, very overgrown. Yeah, it's one thing I haven't done is been able to. I've done the hospital, Stanmore Hospital in Harrow. Now that was very interesting, and that was one of my first, I think second or third, sorry, sites I explored, and it was a real shame because my editing skills wasn't as good. Well, they're not fantastic now, but they're a lot better than what they were when I first done that site. And that was I managed to get 2 videos out of that, because otherwise the videos would have been too long. But as I say, it was a very interesting site, that. But as I say, this won't be here much longer, this one. It's a shame I can't get into it really to show you guys around, but I still think it's interesting. It's still a building that's got loads of character, and just really the story that it tells. As I said as well previously, I do have another YouTube channel, and that's called Mindy's Talk. So I set that up just because over the years I've suffered with my mental health, and I wanted to be able to, now I'm in a better place, give something back. And I would like to be a counsellor, so I am awaiting a college course to be able to do that. I'm just waiting for the funding. So in the meantime, I just want to try and help people, put videos out there. Now if that resonates with any of you, just log on to Mindy's Talks. It's on YouTube. The handle is at Mindy's Talks. But anyway, let's get back to this tour. Let's try and steady this camera on the fence a bit. Now apologies if this is blowing it around, but the selfie stick is quite light, so it might be blowing the footage slightly, but it's the only way I can bring you better footage over the fence, really. But yeah, there we go.
I know, baby.
It's quite nice weather for it today. It's been a bit of a pants weekend with the rain and stuff, so this is actually one of the better days. But baby crying in the background. Now there is an opening there, but with the workmen here, it's I might be taking the mick a bit because they said as long as I stay on the outside, but to be fair, you're not going to be able to see anything because I put the metal sheets up at the windows. So there was guard dogs here previous to them putting the metal sheeting up, but it's actually nice to get back to the Urbex in because I've really missed it, because not being able to get to them has been playing on my mind a little bit. But imagine this years ago, thriving. Now it's actually quite a nice location because behind me, which I'm just going to turn the camera around and show you guys. Actually, let me go through there. So over there you've got a bandstand, and they used to wheel out the residents, park their wheelchairs on the grass, and listen to a band that was playing. I think it was all like a steel band or something like that, but it's just nice. Now the new care home they've built isn't in such a nice location, even though the building's a lot better. It's on the site of a former police station, and it's just on a very, very busy road. So this is this would have been more tranquil in the days. And I have actually seen this place open, and yes, it looked run down, but I suppose it's like everything, a building has its life. And you see that big tall white thing that's right in front of the care home, that's actually the fire station, which is still active and actively used. So but as I say, we're not gonna get in there, guys, I don't think. Right, we'll go around the other side now. So this is the back of the former day centre, which I think was open to the general public for those that are living in sheltered housing but need somewhere to go in the day. So I'll just try and zoom in a bit more there for you. There we go. I just say it's very, very tatty now, but I just wish I knew this had closed before and I could have come in to view inside, because I say the local youths, or vandals I should say, have been in and done quite a lot of damage, which I could have probably got in before they done that. So I'm a bit gutted, but extend that a bit more. As you see, it's quite nice. It would have been nice back in the day. You see all that paint peel over there. Let's try and zoom in on that. So it's quite bad now. But maybe the land would be put to good use for something or other anyway. As I say, I could try and climb this wall, but I don't think I'm really going to be able to show you anything more than what I'm showing you now, because there's just no way of seeing through any windows or anything like that, which is a bit of a shame. But there we go. That's the last side of the day centre there. Zoom in a bit more for you. But yeah, I hope they put this site to good use for something. I suppose it's better than it just sitting here for years on end. Right, I think that's everything from here, guys. I'm going to run around, do a few pictures, do a little TikTok story, etc. But it's been a pleasure getting back to the Urbex in, and thank you for bearing with me. I'm really grateful to that. But it's unfortunate we couldn't get in here today. But as I say, you win some, you lose some, but hopefully you'll still find it interesting. If you would very kindly give us a like and subscribe, I would be really grateful, and we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Thank you.